Hello, everybody. I'm Steve Morin. I'm the Director of Leisure Sales for Carmel Valley Ranch in Ventana Big Sur out here in California along the Central Coastline. Just want to welcome you today. I'm going to try to present for you today Carmel Valley Ranch, and I know that a lot of hotels are having openings and closings and things like that. Hopefully it's the last time we have to do that this year, but Carmel Valley Ranch reopened on Monday, February 1st. And Ventana Big Sur is going to reopen on this Friday, February 5th. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen with you guys, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to present Carmel Valley Ranch for you today. I'll post another one later that's going to be with Ventana Big Sur, but if you have any questions about either of the properties, you can reach out directly to me. So let's get started with Carmel Valley Ranch. Like I said, opened on Monday, February 1st. And I'm going to start with just a little geography lesson for you first. I'll take you back to 6th grade here. But what it is the Bay Area where you see San Francisco up here. What you'll notice is there's San Francisco International, Oakland International, and San Jose International. San Jose is an hour and a half down to where Carmel Valley Ranch is. The other two are about a 2-hour drive down to Carmel Valley Ranch. My suggestion is if they're flying into either of those airports, any of those three, renting a car and driving down the coastline, the California Coastal Highway is beautiful, and I think it's well worth it to go ahead and do that. However, the Monterey Regional Airport that you see right here, this is a 20-minute drive to where Carmel Valley Ranch is. If I were you, I would love to get your clients direct into there. I think they're happiest that way, not having to change flights. And what it is you have direct flights from LA, San Diego, Phoenix, Dallas, Denver, Seattle, and Portland just announced new flights direct into Monterey. So that's probably my best option, I would say, for getting into Carmel Valley Ranch and then driving the 20-minute drive to here. But where Carmel by the Sea is, if you've been to that beautiful little stretch of ocean, we're about 6 miles inland or about a 15-minute drive from there. So if your client's going to be spending some time in Carmel, that's about how close we are to where that is. So let's go ahead and get started. Carmel Valley Ranch, what you're looking at here is an overview of the property. This is a 500-acre playground, as we call it, but plenty of space to just spread out and enjoy yourself. It's almost like we were designed to be socially distant. So I know this is something that your clients are looking for right now and being able to have lots of space to enjoy. So when you first arrive, you'll get to our front gate. You'll notice the lavender plants immediately when you get here. If you're here during the summertime, you will smell the lavender. It smells a bit like Provence on property. What I like about this is the end of July every year, usually we have our lavender festival. Perfect time to come. It's one of my favorite times of the year to be there. Just a fun time all around. So you'll wind your way up our front driveway here. You'll pass through the golf course. You'll see some of our accommodations and you'll end up at our reception. This is in our main lodge. What you'll notice right now is hotels are going through all types of changes. Obviously, it has to be safe for our clients. If it's not safe, clients are not going to feel comfortable traveling. So we've done everything there is possible to make sure that we're putting sanitizing stations around the property. The frequency of cleaning and things like that, you will notice these things, the staff wearing PPE around the property. But the way that we're set up, it's different. We have a big advantage because of the fact that when you check into our lobby, this is not a hotel where you check in, you walk down the hall, you get into the elevator, you go up 5 floors, then you walk down another hallway, and then you're at your room. Our lobby, you check in, then you go back outside, get into your vehicle. Our bell staff and door staff will lead you to where your room is, and you'll park right outside your room, and you'll open from the fresh air directly into your room. But even better than that, I checked in about 2 months ago when we were still open last, and I have the World of Hyatt app on my phone. We're a part of the Hyatt family. So with the World of Hyatt app on my phone, I was able to check in the front drive on my way up to the property. I was able to get my keys through my phone, go directly to my room and check into my room without even having to go into reception and contact another staff member at all. So depending on what the client is comfortable with, some people want to do that traditional route of talking to the staff, seeing what's going on around the property, getting orientated, but some people don't want to do that at all right now. So really flexible on that side of things. But when you arrive at your room, like I said, the bellman will lead you to your room or will give you a map and show you how to get there. But it's super flexible. It's up to the guest. If they say, yeah, I'd love to have some bell service and I want them to come in and I want them to show me everything in the room, how to turn the fireplace on, things like that, we will do those things. Our staff, like I said, has the protective equipment on, so it's very little risk. However, there's clients right now that don't want that. They don't want anyone touching their bags. They don't want anyone in their vehicle, and that's perfectly fine. Same thing with the housekeeping service. If you tell us that, listen, I probably just want to have towels on my second day delivered to my room, and that's it. I don't want my sheets changed while I'm there. No worries, we can do that for you. However, if you say, hey, I'm going to be out all day tomorrow, I'm going to be wine tasting out in Carmel Valley, can you have housekeeping come during this time here? Can you leave all the windows open for me when they leave? I'll shut them when I come back. That's how I feel most comfortable. We'll do that for you too. So very flexible. Other things too that you'll notice is the doorway here, the front door to the room here. This is one of my ranch suites here. This leads directly outside, like I said. So if you look out the front windows, you see that fresh air and the nature outside there. You're parking right out there and you're walking directly into your room. So no hallway that you're going into any suite on our property. There's going to be no elevators on property that you need to navigate it out. So in the rooms itself, you'll notice there's a sofa sleeper. It's not pulled out, but that's a queen size sofa sleeper in every single one of my suites. Out of 181 rooms, I have 151 suites. I have about 30 studios also. So there's different style suites. You'll see some that have fireplaces in the living room and bedroom. This is the Garland suite, so it has a fireplace in the living room too, which is great. But the separation of space is really wonderful. The living room itself will then have a doorway that leads to the hallway. As you walk down the hallway, the bathroom will be on your left or right, and you have a separate soaking tub and shower in every single one of our bathrooms. And then there's another doorway that leads to the bedroom. What I like about that is there's a lot of families that stay here, which means that the children can be sleeping on the sofa sleeper in the living room, mom and dad in here. If the kids wake up in the middle of the night and need to use the restroom, they can go through the hallway into the bathroom instead of walking through mom and dad's bedroom and disturbing them. So I like that setup. The other thing that I love about our rooms, and it's very important for right now, is the fact that every one of our rooms has independent HVAC systems. So heating and air conditioning are independent within your room. There's no ventilation that connects your room to other rooms. So that's a wonderful thing right now, because I know people are concerned about, breathing in recycled air and things like that from other people. That is not the case at our property. Now, each of the rooms are going to have different setups. You're going to have some with king size beds, some with double beds. I have up to 4 rooms that can connect together. I have as large as a 2-bedroom suite on its own, but also can connect that to some other rooms too. You'll notice in the rooms itself, you see the fireplace there. These are all gas burning fireplaces. It's about safety here. We have a lot of children staying at this property, and wood burning fireplace is a little more dangerous for that. At Ventana, you'll notice the wood burning ones because adults only, and it's a little more about the romance of the natural fire. But outside these sliding glass doors here, you see an outdoor space here. You'll notice that every one of my rooms is going to have a private outdoor patio, deck, something like this that you notice right here. You see mom and dad enjoying a glass of wine outside that double-sided fireplace. That doorway leads right into their bedroom. You see the kids having fun in the outdoor soaking tub. I have about 60 rooms that have these outdoor soaking tubs. These are our most popular for sure. The Hilltop Ranch Suite with outdoor soaking tub, the Vineyard Suite with outdoor soaking tub, 2 of my most popular on property. But lots of fun, as you can see here. But just imagine, summertime, we have a lot of kids staying on the property. But then when kids go back to school, mom and dad can come, and it's more almost like an adult resort, and you see a lot more romance going on around here. But you can imagine, underneath the stars here in the bathtub with your loved one, it can be very romantic too. So the essence of this property, though, it's about having fun. We call it a playground. It's about getting outdoors and enjoying yourselves. I know a lot of times when parents are driving up our front driveway, they look in the back seat, the kids are still on the iPad playing their games. And I think that the parents a lot of times are just thinking, I wish they would put that thing down and just get outside. Here's a place where you can do that as a family, having fun. So get out and swing on a swing on one of the trees. There's about 30 of those around property. There's s'mores pits all over the property, complimentary. Every single evening we do this. If you want to take an archery class and maybe learn a little more about that, you can do that as well. You saw the lavender earlier, but I have 6,000 lavender plants on property. This is great for some of the pathways that walk through there. But like I said, in the summer when this is in bloom, the smell, the scents around property, it's amazing. So these lavender plants serve a vital importance because we have 100,000 Italian honeybees on property. The bees love the lavender. They're in the lavender all day long. They come back to the box, bring a little bit of that pollen and that scent and flavor of the lavender to their honey, which in the summer months, our honey will taste clearly like it has a nice lavender tint to it. Whereas in the winter, it tastes more like a natural raw honey. So it's really different depending on what time of year you're there. But I've done this experience, a bee's life. You can put this beekeeping outfit on. You can learn everything there is to know about the bee anatomy, the bee colony, how important it is to the pollination of everything on our property. Lots of fun and very educational. So this photo right here, I haven't shown this in a while. We have not had horses on property in more than a few years. We are actually working on our horse corral right now, which is being refurbished. And we, from our managing director, have heard that we are supposed to have horses back on property around summertime. So this is going to be great because we'll have horseback riding again on property, which is something that guests love to do in the past. And we get asked about it all the time. And it's going to be fun to start this program back up again. But around the property, 3 different pools. You're going to have an adult pool that you see here. They're all heated year round. You'll see cabanas around the pool there. These are first come, first serve. It's not something where we're charging you for these. There's a bar on one side of the pool, so you can get cocktails and some food and things like that around the pool. The spa's on the other side of the pool. And then you're going to have an infinity edge hot tub at the end of the pool overlooking the valley. Unbelievable view from our hot tub. Now, you see some big kids here playing in the children's pool. This is at the River Ranch area of our property. You'll notice there's lounge seating all around. This looks very different from how it is right now. The lounge seating is much more spread out to allow for social distancing. So a little bit of change is going on down there since this last photo was taken. But just as an overview of understanding this area, this whole entire area we call the River Ranch. This is that children's pool right here. There's a little area with sprinklers and hot tubs and another hot tub over here. And then another pool that's designed for physical fitness, more for swimming laps, but a hot tub in there as well. You see the 6 hard court tennis courts. There's 2 that are not pictured there that are also clay courts. You see some basketball courts, bocce ball courts. We have ping pong tables outside here. This building is going to be our fitness center. Right now, obviously, we're not doing a lot of classes within the Motion studio because it's meant to be outside right now because we don't want to be breathing in other people's air. But we have been able to move everything outside, including our spin classes, our spin studio. We're doing them outside as well. And what's great about this is we do about 30 to 40 classes per week. Every single one of those classes is complimentary. So if your guests are looking to come and do some physical fitness and they love that aspect of it, this is great. They can take advantage of that. But you see the golf course running around there. This building is our River Ranch Cafe. There's a menu designed for kids so they can go in there and get food during the day. But there's also a bar there as well. So if mom and dad are down there with the kids and they want to have a margarita while they're down there, they absolutely can. So moving on from there, you'll see our clubhouse here where our clubhouse grill is inside that building there. But we have an 18-hole Pete Dye design golf course, one of the only ones in Northern California. Great course. Challenging. I played many rounds here. Love it. Anytime I can, I want to do that. So if you have clients that are golfers, great place for them to get a couple rounds in. Plus in the Monterey Bay area, there's some other outstanding courses for them to enjoy too. You'll notice the vineyard up there on the hillside behind us. That's our vineyard. We have 5 acres of Pinot Noir growing on property. We make our own Pinot Noir. We make a Pinot Rosé as well. Love to share that with your clients when they're there. I think that's a real nice touch. Now, inside the clubhouse grill was redesigned earlier this year. This is completed. We have a beautiful bar in there. People can watch some games in there, gets all kinds of food, but 19th hole after your round of golf, coming up here and having a good time. The spa was also renovated recently last year. We have 11 treatment rooms and the spa is opening on February 11th. Yoga deck up on the hilltop of our property. It's beautiful. It's so zen. The view from up here is amazing. If you have an opportunity to take one of the yoga classes, you absolutely should. Now, we're in California. California is wonderful for growing fruits and vegetables. We have probably 3 growing seasons per year. What's great about this is an all organic garden that we have growing on property. We have a gardener. His name is Mark Marino, who you're seeing here. He's a certified organic gardener. What he does is he tailors this garden to what we want to have on our menus on property. So Chef works hand in hand with Mark and says, I want those artichokes that I see right there behind you on the menu in the spring. I want these golden beets in the summer. I want this type of kale in the fall. I want corn. They pretty much work that out to exactly what they want to have. So that way Chef can have this menu constantly with fresh vegetables coming out of our garden and going directly onto the menu. Now, Chef also has a fisherman who works for him. His name is Jerry. Jerry is excellent. It's a one-man operation. Jerry has his own boat. He goes out. It's not an industrial operation. He is all line-caught fish from Monterey Bay. What he catches, he brings back to Chef, and Chef will put that directly onto the menu. So fresh seafood coming out of Monterey Bay. Now, You see this young lady holding a couple of eggs there, fun stuff. It's neat because our hens, we get organic eggs. They're going into the restaurant also, but it's an educational thing. Kids get to learn a little bit about that. Just holding a warm egg that a hen has been sitting on leaves an imprint in your mind for many years. But we do something called the Chicken Chat, which is a fun name, but it's also a fun activity. It's complimentary. Families, kids can come down and play with our hens. Great time. Our hens, they love to eat kale. Usually I grab a sprig of kale and go in there. They run right over to you. It's really great. So we have some baby goats on property called kids, and that's always fun seeing them. But children around the property love playing with the baby goats. We do another activity called grazing with the goats. The goats serve a vital importance too. They help manicure certain areas of the property. When we harvest the garden, a lot of the unused vegetation, the goats love to go in there and eat that as well. So we get to treat them with that. But the other thing too is we started milking our goats about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. We built a creamery just over a year ago. We hired a cheesemonger. His name is Charlie. We actually make our own goat cheese on property. Charlie is very interactive with our guests. He actually will have the window open to the creamery, talking to people. People always have questions for him. But what's great is this is connected to the marketplace that's in our main lodge also. And the market, what we do is we have cheese tastings, honey tastings. We have a salt house on property where we make our own salt. We do salt tastings there as well. But you'll notice there's all types of food and beverage in here. This is things that are meant for grab and go. So let's say you were going to be out for the day at Carmel Valley, some of the local wineries close by, and then you want to do a picnic outside. You can pick up everything that you need in here to do that, whether it's cheeses and some fig spread and some honey and crackers and some bread and things like that, or sandwiches. You can pick all of that up here. But this is also a coffee shop in the morning too. I love to go in there and get my coffee before I go into the restaurant. That's just how I like to start my day. But a great little addition to the property. And this is right in our main lodge. Now, the restaurant, this is the Valley Kitchen. This is the entrance to the restaurant. Nice little loungy area. There's a main dining room. But what's spectacular is we have a whole outdoor patio area. California right now is not doing indoor dining. That will change at some point. But for right now, we're serving outside. We have a great outdoor area. We have the 3 different outlets, the Clubhouse Grill, the River Ranch Cafe, the Valley Kitchen restaurant. But we also do deliveries to the rooms. It's all contactless delivery there too. So guests who are not comfortable with eating outdoors, want to have stuff delivered to the room, that's perfectly fine. If someone wants to go out and eat in our outdoor area, it's beautiful. The views from there are amazing, and you can go ahead and enjoy your meals outside as well. So you see the Pinot Noir again. This is our vineyard that you can walk through, beautiful little pathway. But what I like to tell all of our advisors is this. You guys are one of our preferred partners. The Signature Travel Network is great. I miss seeing all of you guys. I really want to go to the show again. I'm not sure when that's going to happen, but I look forward to seeing you guys all at the annual conference again soon. So looking forward to that. But what I tell you is this. If you have a client who's coming to visit us and you reach out to me and you say, hey, Steve, I have Mr. and Mrs. Jones coming to stay with you in June. Is there anything you can do to make this a little more special? I'll always write back to you and say, what would you like the welcome card to read? I'm happy to send a little welcome amenity on your behalf. If I can make you guys look like a star, I know it just means the client loves you that much more and you remembered and you want to send more people over to visit me. So that is one thing that I always love to do. Also, if you book a room right away, send me an email and say, hey, Steve, I just booked this room here. Is upgrade available? I'll always do upgrade for you at time of booking. As long as it's available, I'm going to go ahead and I'd love to take care of it because, you know, a lot of times we're sold out and at time of check-in, it might not be available. So reach out to me, stay in touch, let me know who you have coming. That effort that you put in, it will be equally done on my side here, and it just makes for a better experience for the guests. They get that more personal touch, and they love it. So a couple of things, business-wise, we have the 3rd night free running going on right now until the end of May. So look for that. That's probably my best promotion going on with Signature right now. You get your Signature amenities included with that. If you didn't book that and you book something else, you're going to get them anyways, but you get breakfast for 2 included every day. You get the $100 resort credit included, the upgrade at time of booking if available. So you just reach out, let me know about those things. The more that I can do for you, the better. And then besides that, I hope to see you all again soon. I'm not traveling as much recently, so a lot of these virtual webinars and meeting up with people online. But hopefully we'll all get a chance to meet up again at the annual show, and I'll look forward to that day. But for right now, I'm going to say goodbye. I thank you all for spending a little bit of time going through this. If you have any questions, once again, I'm Stephen Morin. I am the Director of Leisure Sales at Carmel Valley Ranch in Ventana Big Sur. You'll find my email address and my phone number on the signature site. So have yourself a wonderful afternoon, and we'll catch up again soon. Thank you.